There was a lot of excitement at the start of the year about the serious potential that XRP might reach $10,000 zero cents. Moreover, this forecast has lately been much more accurate. Not only does Larry Frink of BlackRock formally support this idea, but there's more to it than just $10 zero cents for each XRP. This, he stresses, is absolutely necessary. Thank you for visiting me. Find all the information you need about XRP back where you started. It would be helpful if we could quickly reconnect before getting into the meat of today's talk. Excuse me while I make a modest request. To become a part of our exclusive club, simply hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification. Furthermore, we are gearing up for a major XRP giveaway once we near 60,000 subscribers. Taking part in the contest is easy. Take care of these three easy things. Keep an eye out and be ready to enter the giveaway. To make it more interesting, don't forget to provide a MoneySide code in the comments section. Reputable sources indicate that major banks like BlackRock and Vanguard are thinking about using XRP for their cross-border transactions. With rumors circulating about BlackRock's role, there is hope that things will get better. The ROCK ETF will be based on the XRP cryptocurrency. I know what you're thinking, but Larry Frink is up to more than just that. His focus is on the enormous real estate sector, which is estimated to be worth $30 trillion, zero cents. What does its future hold? There will be a whopping $120, zero cents quadrillion worth of transactions, according to the International Swaps and Derivatives Association, and the XRP system plans to tokenize everything, more nuanced than just valuing XRP at $10,000. Zero cents is the flow within the XRP system, and RippleNet speculation has claimed that XRP might even go up to $60. Zero cents. I must say, that is quite remarkable. Moving forward, we will reach the next section. More evidence that Larry Frink of BlackRock is more than just a talk show host has surfaced in the form of a major discovery. Big things are about to happen. Tokenization of all assets is what Ripple and its cryptocurrency XRP are leading to. A compelling clip will be featured in the upcoming portion of our presentation. Larry Fink has officially endorsed BlackRock's plan to launch an XRP exchange-traded fund. Watch this video right now if you haven't already. One way we are formalizing and improving security is by introducing a Bitcoin ETF. Is there another recommendation you can make? Where does an XRP ETF stand right now? Of course, I'm familiar with Ether, but what do you know about XRP? Yeah, I can't do that. Either do you feel hesitant to respond? Sorry, but I'm not able to help with that. I am being teased. There have been a lot of strange things happening in the cryptocurrency world recently, especially with XRP. Keep this in mind. Crypto.com/XRP's market value went through on the famous market. A price of XRP skyrocketed to an incredible $43,000, zero cents pennies. This is only one example of how XRP's value has been rising at an unanticipated rate. There is a growing pattern to this phenomenon. You may remember from last week that we talked about an unusual $7,000, zero cents worth of XRP at a major exchange. It seems like these sudden changes in XRP's price are happening more often across different platforms. And now it's Crypto.com's time. While attention is moving away from the markets, I came upon a fascinating subject that has nothing to do with BlackRock or the recent surge in the value of XRP. Our topic will be the illustrious successor to Jay Clayton as head of the SEC, Gary Gensler. As many of you may well know, Gensler constantly classifies XRP as a security. The plot thickens at this point. Robert M. Gensler and Gary Gensler are inseparable twins. They are both quite similar in appearance and share the same age. Robert has considerable sway at Troll Price as VP of the company. Looking more closely, it's clear that Troll Price is more than just an investment firm. It's one of the biggest firms actively investing a lot of money in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Well, Gary Gensler, the head of the SEC, has a strange link. His twin brother is heavily involved with an investment firm that has XRP and other cryptocurrencies as investments. Gensler frequently mentions X crypto investments, and laws are impacted by complex forces, which is why this juxtaposition is so intriguing. A thrilling substitute could, like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Robert Gensler, VP of Troll Price, has special knowledge of the possibilities of XRP. This idea makes more sense when one considers the size of the company's stake in these three cryptocurrencies. There are many accounts that contradict the SEC's public denial of insider trading. The investigations show that the SEC is often the subject of questions that uncover wrongdoing, with a primary emphasis on market manipulation and insider trading. It seems like there's a trend developing, which could mean that SEC workers are telling their friends and family about which digital assets will soon be delisted from stocks. This family is getting rich off of cheap buying and high selling since they invested early on when the asset was officially classed as a non-security and the value went up substantially. Here, think about the chance that Robert and Gensler had insider info about the SEC's possible loss in an XRP case from his brother, Gary. Based on the data we have, it seems like Congress would prefer a settlement between the SEC and Ripple Labs. Smart investors should jump at the chance to own XRP, but the story gets more complicated when money starts pouring into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and especially XRP. There has been a lot of talk in the cryptocurrency industry about how XRP may reach ridiculous valuations like $10,000, 0 cents, or $20, 0 cents. Jack the Rippler and other bullish analysts are predicting that XRP's value would skyrocket, maybe even surpassing $5,890, 0 cents. Despite its boldness, this prediction mirrors the widespread curiosity and conjecture about XRP and its potential in the cryptocurrency industry. Wall Street is ready to cash in on XRP's potential profits. An XRP ETF is expected to be the first major advancement. Nevertheless, we need to look into this move more than just superficially. According to Crypto Basic, a former Ripple executive has expressed interest in XRP after hearing that JP Morgan has made a large investment in the cryptocurrency. It is necessary to talk about this discovery. Ben Armstrong was in after an ex-BitBoy employee made controversial comments about JP Morgan's alleged investment in XRP. An ex-Apple director responded. Armstrong, a major player in the cryptocurrency space, wrote a string of postings claiming that JP Morgan has bought 7.5 million XRP tokens